Imagine a life where every day feels purposeful, where your actions ripple through the lives of others, leaving behind a trail of kindness, support, and guidance. Have you ever felt that subtle push within you to do something good for someone else, without expecting anything in return? Perhaps you've found yourself offering help when you least expected it, or finding unexpected opportunities to teach and guide those around you. These are not just coincidences. They could very well be signs that Allah is using you to serve others in ways you don't even realize. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has placed in each of us the potential to make a positive impact. Serving others is not always a grand, visible act. Often, it is in the subtle moments of selflessness, in the quiet acts of kindness, and in the guidance we offer that Allah is using us for something greater. Let's delve deeper into these 5 signs and understand how Allah may be using you to serve others in ways you may not even realize. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Deen Xplorers channel as we explore these signs together with the help of Allah's wisdom. Sign 1. You feel a deep sense of compassion for others. In life, we often encounter people in distress, people who are struggling, and people who need our help. Sometimes, we may feel a deep emotional pull toward these individuals, a sense of compassion that drives us to care for them, support them, and offer our help in any way we can. This powerful emotion of compassion is not just a human feeling, it is a divine gift from Allah, and when we experience this, it is a sign that Allah is using us to serve others. Allah has placed this compassion in our hearts to remind us that we are part of a bigger plan. He uses us as instruments of His love and mercy. Each time we help someone, even in the smallest way, we are fulfilling the greater purpose of serving humanity. Sometimes we may think our actions are insignificant or go unnoticed, but to Allah, every act of kindness, no matter how small, is valued and recorded. That is the beauty of Allah's infinite mercy. He knows the purity of our intentions, and He rewards us for them in ways we may never even realize. Compassion doesn't always have to be in grand gestures. Sometimes, it is in the simplest of actions. Whether it's helping an elderly neighbor with groceries, checking in on a friend who is going through a tough time, or even offering a sincere smile to someone who is feeling down, these are all reflections of the compassion Allah has placed in your heart. These moments are opportunities for you to serve others without expecting anything in return, and they are moments where you can earn Allah's pleasure. The feelings of compassion we experience are reminders that Allah is guiding us to be a source of comfort and help for others. Whenever we feel that inner pull to help someone, it is a sign that we are fulfilling a divine purpose. It's Allah's way of reminding us that our actions matter, and even the smallest act of kindness can make a profound impact on someone's life. So if you ever find yourself moved by the plight of others, remember that this is a sign that Allah is using you to serve His creation. Sign 2. You feel an urge to do good deeds without any expectation of reward. In the journey of life, we often face moments when we feel compelled to do something good for others, something that is selfless, something done purely for the sake of goodness. It's not about seeking recognition, fame, or any material reward. It's the desire to simply help someone or improve a situation because it feels right and because we know it's the right thing to do. This deep, intrinsic desire to act without expecting anything in return is one of the most powerful signs that Allah is using us to serve others. It is when we perform acts of kindness without any expectation of reward that we truly align ourselves with the teachings of Islam. When we do good deeds, especially without any expectation of reward, it signifies that we are free from the attachments of this world and focused solely on the hereafter. It is a reminder that our lives are not about what we can gain from others, but about how we can serve them and improve their lives in accordance with Allah's will. Such actions are a form of worship and a way to earn closeness to Allah. When we perform these deeds, we are not doing them to impress others or to elevate our status in society. Instead, We are doing them because Allah has given us the opportunity to be a source of good in the lives of others. In moments when we act selflessly, the impact we create might not always be visible to the world, but it's important to remember that Allah sees everything. There are countless instances in the Quran and Hadith where Allah reminds us that even the smallest act of kindness is significant to Him. Whether it's giving a helping hand to a neighbor, providing food to the hungry, or offering comfort to someone in distress, these are all deeds that Allah values, even when no one else may notice. One of the most profound teachings in Islam is that Allah's reward is not always tied to the amount or grandeur of the good deeds we do, but rather to the sincerity of our hearts. Allah looks at the intentions behind our actions. If we perform acts of goodness to please Him alone, without any desire for worldly recognition, then that act becomes a precious treasure in His eyes. So, if you find yourself acting with pure intentions, without any desire for recognition or compensation, rest assured that this is a sign Allah is using you to serve others. It is through these selfless acts that you become a vessel of His mercy, and you are fulfilling your divine role in this world. Sign 3. You experience unexpected opportunities to help others. In life, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we are presented with unexpected opportunities to help those around us. These opportunities often come at times when we least expect them, but they can be the perfect moment for us to step up and make a difference in someone's life. Whether it's offering a kind word to a stranger, providing a helping hand to a neighbor, or being there for someone in need, these unexpected moments are signs that Allah is using us to serve others in ways we may not even realize. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, opens doors for us to help others when we least anticipate it. These moments are not coincidences. They are divine opportunities created by Allah to test our willingness to serve and support others. Sometimes, we may not even be actively seeking to help someone, but an opportunity presents itself, and we find ourselves in the perfect position to offer assistance. These moments are reminders that Allah is guiding us to serve His creation and fulfill our purpose in life. When we experience these unexpected opportunities to help others, it is also a reminder of Allah's mercy. He knows what is in our hearts, and He presents us with chances to act upon our desire to serve others. Even when we may not feel prepared or ready, these opportunities come as a gentle reminder that we are part of a greater plan and that through our actions, we can be the means of support and comfort for others. It is through these moments that we find purpose and meaning in our lives. In many cases, the opportunities to help others may arise in the form of a test of our patience, generosity, and selflessness. We may be faced with a situation where helping someone requires us to sacrifice our time, resources, or comfort. But it is in these moments of sacrifice that we grow as individuals and as Muslims. When we choose to help others, even when it is inconvenient or difficult, we are choosing to serve Allah's creation, and that is an act of worship in itself. When these opportunities arise, it is important to remember that they are not just chances to help others, but also chances for us to grow spiritually. Every time we step up to help someone, we are building our connection with Allah and fulfilling the higher purpose that He has set for us in this world. It is through these moments that we realize our role in Allah's plan and how, even in the smallest ways, we are serving others in ways we may never fully understand. So, the next time an unexpected opportunity to help arises, embrace it. Know that it is not by accident that you are in that moment, but rather by Allah's design. When you act with kindness and compassion, you are not only benefiting the person you are helping, but also fulfilling your purpose as a servant of Allah. Sign 4. You have a strong desire to educate and guide others. A powerful sign that Allah is using you to serve others is the strong desire you feel to educate and guide those around you. This desire is not driven by the need for personal gain or recognition, but by a sincere wish to help others grow, learn, and improve in their lives. Whether it's through sharing knowledge, offering advice, or simply being a positive example, you are motivated to empower others, to guide them towards better decisions, and to share the wisdom you have received. This desire to teach and guide others is a gift from Allah, and it is one of the ways in which He uses us to make a positive impact on the world. The desire to guide others is a reflection of your inner desire to see them succeed, not just in this world, but in the hereafter. This desire often comes with a sense of responsibility. You realize that you hold a certain level of influence over others, and you want to use that influence for good. You want to see them grow, avoid mistakes, and make the best choices for their spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being. It is this genuine care for others' well-being that drives you to want to help them understand their purpose in life, their relationship with Allah, and the meaning of their existence. Islam teaches that it is the duty of every Muslim to share the message of Islam and to guide others to the truth. This guidance is not limited to preaching or teaching the religious aspects of life, but also extends to guiding others in good character, righteous actions, and positive behavior. For example, when you advise someone to be kind, patient, or forgiving, you are guiding them to follow the teachings of Islam. When you share the wisdom of the Quran or the teachings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, you are helping others grow in their knowledge and faith. This desire to guide others towards righteousness and goodness is one of the most powerful ways Allah uses us to serve His creation. However, it's important to remember that the desire to educate and guide others should be rooted in humility and sincerity. It is not about showing off your knowledge or making others feel inferior to you. It is about genuinely wanting to help and serve others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the perfect example of this. He would teach his companions with kindness, patience, and wisdom. He never made anyone feel less for not knowing something, but would patiently guide them toward understanding. His approach was always gentle, and his goal was to uplift those around him, not to belittle them. When you have the strong desire to guide others, you should be aware that this responsibility requires patience and wisdom. Not everyone will immediately accept or appreciate your guidance, but your role is to provide the knowledge, and Allah will guide their hearts. So, if you find yourself constantly thinking about how you can guide others, teach them, or share beneficial knowledge, it is a sign that Allah is using you for a greater purpose. Your desire to educate others is not just a personal ambition, but a divine calling to be a source of light in the lives of others. Embrace this role with sincerity, humility, and wisdom, and know that Allah will reward your efforts in ways you may not even be able to comprehend. Sign 5. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for your blessings. One of the most powerful signs that Allah is using you to serve others is the deep sense of gratitude you feel for the blessings in your life. This gratitude goes beyond just thanking Allah for the good things that have come your way. It reflects a profound understanding of the value of your blessings and a recognition that these blessings are not just for you, but for you to share and use in the service of others. Gratitude is not merely an emotional feeling, but a conscious choice to appreciate the gifts Allah has given you and to use them in ways that benefit others. It is through this gratitude that we realize the true purpose of our blessings. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. In a world that often encourages comparison and dissatisfaction, gratitude is a powerful antidote. Instead of constantly desiring more material possessions or a better life, you begin to appreciate the simple blessings that Allah has already granted you. This mindset of gratitude enables you to focus on serving others with what you have, rather than waiting for something more. Whether it's time, knowledge, or resources, you come to understand that the blessings you already possess are more than enough to make a difference in someone else's life. When you are truly grateful for your blessings, you feel compelled to give back, to use what you have been given to help others. Gratitude inspires a sense of responsibility. You begin to feel that it is not enough just to be thankful for what you have. you must also ensure that others benefit from what Allah has blessed you with. This can be in the form of charitable giving, offering your time and support to those in need, or sharing your knowledge with others to help them improve their lives. Gratitude doesn't just keep us humble, it encourages us to act, to contribute, and to serve. The deep sense of gratitude you feel for your blessings leads to a heightened awareness of the needs of others. When you truly appreciate what you have, you become more sensitive to the struggles and challenges that others face. This awareness often inspires a desire to reach out and offer assistance, knowing that what you have is a gift from Allah that can be shared to make someone else's life easier. It also shifts your perspective from seeing life as something to take from to seeing life as an opportunity to give. Another important aspect of gratitude is its role in recognizing the fleeting nature of life. Everything we have in this world is temporary, and Allah can take away our blessings at any time. This realization enhances our sense of gratitude as we come to understand that every moment, every possession, and every opportunity is a gift. When you feel this deep sense of gratitude, you naturally feel motivated to share what you have, to ease the burdens of others, and to be a source of positivity and support. Gratitude makes you more generous, more willing to sacrifice your own comfort for the sake of others, and more committed to making the world a better place. It nurtures a sense of empathy, humility, and selflessness, all of which are essential qualities for serving others. In the end, gratitude transforms your perspective on life. It shifts your focus from your own desires to the needs of others. It opens your heart and mind to the realization that your blessings are meant to be shared, that the purpose of your success and happiness is to uplift those around you. And as you serve others out of gratitude, you are fulfilling your higher purpose, drawing closer to Allah, and experiencing the true joy of living a life that is dedicated to helping others. So if you feel a deep sense of gratitude for your blessings, understand that it is a sign that Allah is using you to serve others. Your appreciation for what you have opens doors for you to make a difference in the lives of those around you. Embrace this gratitude and let it guide you to use your blessings for the benefit of others, for in doing so, you are fulfilling your divine purpose. As we've explored these powerful signs, it's clear that Allah's plan for us often unfolds in the most subtle and beautiful ways. Whether it's the urge to do good without expecting anything in return, or the unexpected opportunities to help and guide others, each of these signs reminds us that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. Allah is using you to serve others, and in doing so, you are fulfilling your higher purpose and drawing closer to Him. Remember, every act of kindness, no matter how small, is a reflection of Allah's mercy. So, if you recognize these signs in your life, embrace them with gratitude and continue to serve others with sincerity and humility. Your efforts matter, and they ripple out into the world, creating positive change. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. If this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Deen Xplorers channel for more insightful and motivational content. May Allah guide and bless us all in our efforts to serve others and fulfill His purpose for us.